Welcome to the Neverworld podcast, where together we explore the strange and unusual. Every journey starts with the first step into the unknown. Hello, everybody.
It was a lot funnier the first time.
It was. It was funnier the first time. It was much more natural.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Neverworld podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Dave.
I'm
The
Scott.
other host is Scott. We are here discussing Skinwalker Ranch, episode 4, season 4.
It's 5, I think.
Is it 5?
I think it is.
Yeah. Season 4, episode 5.
You got it. You got it. Or better known as the episode where Travis shoots a rocket and we find some funny rocks. And next week on Skinwalker.
Yeah. This was, I would consider this a bridge episode.
Yeah.
Like if this was a series like that was written, like technically just written.
Mm-hmm.
I got a lot of shine on the top of my head.
Yeah, right? It's okay. It's okay. It's not distracting at all. That's even more distracting.
That's much more.
Yeah, when you sent me a text and said it was like a bridge episode.
I'm sorry. Hold on, folks.
Yeah.
Anybody who can't see this, I'm just blinding the shit out of it. I have no idea what happened to my room here. No idea what happened to my setup.
Yeah, it was like a bridge. It was just we're gonna tie this together. I was a little disappointed that we really didn't get anything, except Travis and some rockets, malfunctions.
Right.
The elemental, what was the material? Selenium or something like that?
Yeah, I think that's what they think they found, but we don't know that in this episode.
Yeah, we don't know that.
Find out like as the bumper that they do at the end of the show for the next episode. You find out that there's something in there that has to do with a Klingon bird of prey.
Right. Yeah. Travis makes a wonderful leap. It's used in cloaking devices, which sent me down a Google rabbit hole trying to figure out what, how. And it's like, okay, yes, if you were going to make a cloaking device, you would probably use a material very similar to this. So, but it's Travis. I'm excited. I found the Klingons.
Yeah. Fucking Klingon bird of prey. That's cool. I would have just taken that one. What was I going to say? The leap of. I just want to know how he makes that leap in the next episode. So this basically was a setup. It looks like
for the next episode
that's going on, and it looks like they started drilling into the mesa again. But again, they're going sideways. I thought they were drilling straight down.
No, they came up more. They're up more level with where the anomaly is, and they're going straight in instead of before they were coming below what they presume is a dome shape.
And I think in this episode they hit something and they can't get through it.
Again, yeah. That's.
I'm curious as to what the hell could that diamond tip head be hitting?
I don't know.
To the best of my knowledge, when a diamond tip hits something, it's gonna go through it. Folks, I'm not a genius. I'm not a rock scientist, but if you know anything that wouldn't go through, please let me know because I have no idea. My understanding is that's the drill you go to. That's what you go to for getting rid of stuff or going through things.
I predict it'll take at least 3 more episodes before they get any further into that mesa. It's. I mean, I get it. You've got to show this, and it is entertaining. This, honestly, out of the 4 seasons now, this was probably one of the slowest non-informative episodes that's been on. So there's something there, and it is kind of like a tie-in between the two. But
the thing that here is something that interesting that happened. But it's twofold. They had the 2 Utes.
Yes, and I thought that was good. Thank you for reminding me of that. And yes, I can't hear them talk about the Uinta Basin and the Utes and stuff without thinking of my cousin Vinny. So
it was the first thing I thought of. It was the second thing I thought of because my wife thought of it first. She said, "That's the 2 Utes." Yep. I was just like, "Oh my God, that's so funny."
Utes.
It's not. It's just the way they pronounced it. Okay. Mm-hmm. No writing me bad letters.
Whatever. Hey, write a bad letter. At least you're writing to us. So thank you.
Unless it's funny. Then go ahead. If the insults are funny, I'll read them on air.
It's all good.
But the two guys that were sitting there talking to the woman that's an
the caretakers there. Yeah, I can't remember their names to save my life.
Right?
She's an anthropologist, yes.
And they're telling the stories of things that they saw while driving by late at night, down the road that's like off from the ranch there. And one of them comes up with the story of the purple light that was floating around and kind of followed the guy around. Cut to Thomas and them shooting rockets.
Yep.
And all of a sudden,
there's a purple light.
Shooting mortars too, so they have like fireworks going on.
Yeah.
And my first thought on that was, that's a dumb idea.
I was thinking the same thing, dude.
Really, you're going to shoot things that blow up at this thing that looks like Galactus? Come on, stop.
It does, doesn't it? Now that you say that, oh my God.
See? I was thinking that. I told you last, it looks like Galactus. Come on.
Oh my God.
You don't want to
now I see it.
Planets. Don't fuck with them.
Oh, great.
But anyway.
Thanks, guys. You've just doomed us all.
What if Stan Lee and Jack Kirby's universe that they created is in actually an alternate universe that actually exists and is coming over to ours? We're screwed. Okay, that was my nerd moment.
You know what? I'll buy that.
Yeah, why not? Might be interesting. End of days might get interesting then.
I will entertain any theory, Dave.
But my point is that they shoot the rocket. They finally get the rockets to fire. They finally get the mortars to go off. And then Thomas is asking anybody, do you guys see this bluish purple light?
Yeah.
Off in the south. And me and Kat just kind of looked at each other and went, that's a coincidence. They've never seen a bluish purple light down there before. But after the story, suddenly the bluish purple light. That could be a coincidence.
Yeah.
It could be good writing. I'm not sure. They did get it on film, but I have my doubts about that one.
Yeah.
That could have just been somebody walking across the field.
It could have been a lot of things. I thought, they're seeing a car in the police car off in the distance with blue lights is what I was thinking.
Kind of what I was thinking.
But you know,
that's hard. That's a tough call for me because I don't think maybe you would go in on that and go, oh, nothing's happened in the last week and a half. We got to do something interesting and go that route. But
it did seem awfully convenient that and now we don't know when they interviewed the two Utes.
This is true.
So it could have been, hey, we have this interview footage because they had already talked about this season that they're going out and more people on the reservations are coming forward. Yeah. So maybe that they had that in the can and it's like, perfect, we can tie this together. So. And
the thing also is, if they were going to do that, they should have showed as an editor, I would have put Thomas's revelation, there's something purple over there, and then I would have put the interview in.
Yeah.
Because as it reads, it's awfully coincidental.
Yeah.
If they actually happened the other way, like if they were shooting the rockets and the mortars and they saw it that night, and then later on they interviewed these guys, and it just happened to be a bad edit.
I think it would have been more effective that way. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it would have been better. And even if it did happen as the Utes had seen it and then Thomas had seen it, I still would have edited it the other way. Just for that cohesion to go, oh, okay, these two things are actually possible. But that's me. That's a small thing. And that's the first real thing that I've looked at on this show that I've really went, I don't know. Oh, I feel kind of.
Yeah, I was very iffy on it because, like you, I mean, I'm a huge skeptic. I require a huge amount of proof, but I can definitely be convinced. And I don't dismiss any of this stuff right off the bat.
No,
but this one was a little hard, and I get it, man. If you're setting out to find something, you're going to find it. So it's really hard to remain unbiased in any type of research. So I cut these guys a lot of slack because, of course, they're excited. Dude, I would be screaming about that purple light. So I mean, all of it. I get it. And I think Travis is he's pretty much the spokesperson or the face of Skinwalker Ranch.
Right. And I think they needed him to make this show actually work.
His energy, his intelligence, everything just makes you want to hear what he says. And he comes across as a really nice guy and a genuine person. So
Eric is a really good information guy. I mean, if you're going to have a ton of info and a ton of stuff for somebody to just look through, I think that's the guy you really want to give it to and say, here, like, because I think he just loves digging through stuff. But I think he's much more he seems to have gotten more comfortable over the last few seasons. But I think he's uncomfortable in the, push everyone aside, stand up in front of everybody and go, I'm Eric and I'm going to tell you what's going on. And I understand that because I'm not that guy either. I'm a good Spock. I'm a good second in command in a situation like that. And you and I have already talked about that in certain situations. Guess who's getting pushed out front? It ain't going to be me. It's going to be you. Go ahead. It's going to be you. And then I'll stand behind you, look over your shoulder and go, yeah, what he said.
Great, thanks.
But that is not a condemnation at all.
No, not at all.
I think it's just a personality trait, and I think he gets it, and he understands his strength is this is the information I got. I've tore it apart for you. This is what it is. You know what I mean? And that's thank God for that guy, because a lot of his stuff wouldn't make any sense if it wasn't for him.
Right. Exactly. Exactly. But
I think they did need Travis. I think they need Travis.
Yeah, absolutely. I love this show. I can't wait to see more. I hate that, this is all filmed last year. They know everything already. It's out there. We're just being drip fed bit. And I get it, man. If I owned that ranch and it could get a TV show done to pay for a lot of stuff and get publicity and just turn it into something, I think it's great. I would do that. It's awesome. Absolutely.
If I bought an old haunted house and was having weird stuff, I'd be right in the History Channel or right into one of these channels and go, hey, look, I got this house.
Yeah.
We can investigate. I'll hire investigators and stuff, but we can do the show. And I would definitely do that. I would definitely do something like, matter of fact, something to talk about later one day.
Absolutely. So that was pretty much it, folks, for this episode. There really, unfortunately, wasn't a lot of excitement. You can miss it, but why would you? It's still entertaining.
I do only have one other thing real quick to say before we leave. This is like Scott said, this is an episode that not a whole lot happened, but they do find this cave, Dragon and Caleb.
That we saw last season where they could tell there was something inside. Yeah.
They dropped the camera down, nothing in the first one, nothing in the second one. The third one, they find this red stuff or orangish stuff on the walls or like down the tube.
It looks really wild. Like, what a neat mineral.
But I looked at that and I looked over at the old lady. I said, that looks like the smoky stuff that they had in the canisters that they threw down the chute. And I still think that's what it is. I think that's what it's going to be.
You think it would have stained the?
Yeah, that's a lot of smoke. I don't know what they put in there. I imagine it would stain them.
We will see.
It'd be like somebody just holding one of those things at you and just spraying you with the blue thing. I imagine you'd be all blue.
I don't know. That's a valid question. Definitely.
Just a thought. Just a thought. That was my last random thought for the show, for the episode. I'm very excited for the next one.
Yes,
I'm always excited for the show. So
so make sure you join us next week, and we'll have an after show chat again. And thanks for joining us. You can catch us on YouTube, Rumble, and Facebook, and on any audio podcast platform that you'd like. If you can't find us, let us know. If you found us, let us know where and how. So thanks, folks, and we will catch you next week for episode 6 of The Secret of Skinwalker Ranch.
Thank you.